Yo, happy Friday, everybody. Dave Locken with OddsShopper back again, closing out the work week, closing out the month of March as well. So let's do it strong. Yesterday, 2-1, right? We hit Brandon Ingram over 32.5 points and assists. Easy work of that one. We should have bet a triple-double. Huh? And then Joe Val, sketchy, but we got there, no problem. Over 10.5 rebounds. That's been our guy all year, and we got that at even money. Our only loss was objectively my best bet of the night. To those of you new to betting, you may be like, well, it lost. It's not your best bet. It was, though. It was easily my best bet of the night. Jamal Murray, we banked on the fact that Jokic would be out. We get the over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Jokic ends up being out. That closes at 37.5. Here's what I'll say. We'll take the 2-1. But anytime you get an opportunity, forget about if it loses 3-4 times in a row. You take that 100 times out of 100 when you're getting closing line value like that. That's the type of stuff we're throwing into the Chalkboard app as well. It's free forever. The app is free to download. The community is free. All of our picks every day are free. And we're in there breaking news, scrambling every day. Yo, this book left it up. Go hit this right now. It's becoming a great community. We're about to hit 1,000 today, 1,000 members. We just opened it up 2 weeks ago. I'm giving out 5 free subscriptions, month-long subscriptions to our Bet Pro tool, our NBA Bet Pro tool, once we hit 1K. So get in on the action, join the community, help us build this up, and let's win some money. Link to Chalkboard in the description and in the comments. It's going to be free forever, and we'd love to have you guys join instead of just watching a 7-minute YouTube video every day. But let's get into it. All right. Oh, and hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Follow me at Loppy_D on Twitter. All right, I got 3 today. Coming off a nice night. Let's close the week out strong. First up, Domantas Sabonis over 5.5 assists today. Minus 155 on DraftKings. So I am willing to pay the premium, the extra juice here, and I'll tell you why. He hasn't done much in the assist column over the last couple of games, right? One of them was a blowout, whatever. Same matchup today, so I don't want to read into that too much. But those numbers can be very deceiving, right? You're looking at 2 games, 4 assists each. All right. But he's piled up a combined 22 potential assists in those games. It still leads the Kings by a mile. Also, if you're looking at the player tracking data on NBA.com, it's a great way to research this type of stuff if you guys aren't using it yet. A little bit of time, like a little learning curve, but I promise you, you'll love it if you really dig into the numbers, like rebounding chances, touches, potential assists. You can do like play type data to see how valuable or how good and efficient teams are in pick and roll defense, how good, whatever, all that stuff. Check it out. But 22 potential assists, not to mention clear leader in touches in both of those games as well. So there's obvious blowout risk, okay? Against Portland. Same matchup we saw a couple days ago. They smoked them. They beat the shit out of them, like a 40-point win. But that's why I'd rather pay the premium to get over 5.5 assists here instead of going 6.5. Now, there's some books out there that still have the over slightly juiced at 6.5. Give me the DraftKings 5.5 here. Sabonis can get there in 3/4. If the game doesn't blow out, we should certainly get there in 4/4. Over 5.5 assists on DraftKings for Domantas Sabonis. Next up, Trae Young over 25.5 points. Minus 120 on BetMGM. Look around, shop around. You might be able to find this at minus 120 or around that in other spots. But there's several books that have this at 29.5 right now. Yes, the under is heavily juiced on that. But 4 books that I saw had this at 29.5. BetMGM has them at 25.5 right now, minus 120 in a matchup against the Nets with a 241 point total and a 1-point spread. I mean, it is a pace down matchup for the Hawks, but only because they play at the second fastest pace in the league. Still, though, I don't think that should matter that much because Brooklyn's going to have to push the pace against an Atlanta team that ranks 3rd in offensive rating since the start of March. So literally over the last month, this team is 3rd in offensive rating. And DeJounte Murray last game had the hot hand. It'll happen from time to time. But Young is still 9th in the league in usage rate at 33%. 6th in free throw attempts, too. Yes, I know that free throw attempts are factored into usage. My point here, though, is that when you're when you attempt a lot of free throws, as Trae Young does, and many other like elite players, 25.5 points, if you have a bad shooting night, just an off night shooting, but you still get to the line 11 or 12 times, you can offset that bad shooting night when we're working with these overs here. So over 25.5 points on Trae Young. Just be careful where you're getting this. You know, don't go hit 29.5 unless you're feeling insane. But if you're going to do that, just go to BetMGM, bet the alt line at 29.5, and you're going to get that way better odds than anywhere else that's laying the actual line at 29.5. All right, last one. Next up. This one may scare you guys a little bit, so before we do, I'll give you something that shouldn't scare you. That is the Bet365 promo where $1 is turned into $200 like that. The snap of a finger, you do nothing. Outside of deposit, $10 and bet $1. Here's all you have to do. If you're in the state of Colorado, Virginia, Ohio, or New Jersey, and my apologies to anyone who isn't, I get that. It would suck. I'm in PA. It's supposed to be coming to PA. It's not here yet. Iowa, it's coming to you as well. Keep your eyes peeled. But if you're in Colorado, New Jersey, Ohio, and Virginia, you're getting $200 by betting one single dollar. Remember the other day I told you it was $1 in the 365? I was like, they don't tell us when this goes away. They don't tell us. We wake up, they go, it is no longer effective at midnight, no longer available. But they're still doing $200 from a $1 bet. When will that go away? I don't know. They don't run these forever because it's literally the best promo in the country, probably the world, but I don't know what's going on right now with sports betting in Cambodia. What I can say is this much. You deposit $10 using the link in the description or in the pinned comment. Sign up takes a minute. 2 minutes in all to place a bet and sign up. That's $100 per minute that you're getting because you're betting $1 on anything. You win or lose, doesn't matter. Once that bet settles, you don't need to win. You got $200 in your account. You could lose it all and you're still down $1, or build the shit out of this bankroll, turn it into 4 or 5 figures. Best ROI opportunity in the country among sports books right now. Bet365, Colorado, Ohio, New Jersey, and Virginia. Check that out. And of course, must be 21 years or older to gamble. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, catch the breath here. Last one, Stephen Curry, under 6.5 rebounds. I know, it scares you. I know they got the Spurs today. I get it. But Curry's gone under this number in 9 of his last 15, first of all. So it's not like, this is crazy in its own right to begin with. But the biggest thing for me tonight is the massive blowout potential, right? Like I talked about Sabonis and the blowout potential, 14-point spread, why I'd rather pay the extra price to get the 5.5 instead of 6.5 because we're going over. Well, here, Curry's at 5.5 in some spots. I'll pay -142 on FanDuel to get under 6.5 rebounds. The massive blowout potential. I mean, you're talking about the Golden State Warriors at home against a skeleton crew Spurs team that's missing several starters again. 18-point spread in this game. 18 points. Yeah, Curry could get over this number in 3 quarters. I get it. I mean, but it is worth mentioning that he averages 6.5 rebounds, not per game, but per 36 minutes on the season. And I could see him playing a lot less than that tonight. Of course, look, the fast pace of play in this game could work against us. And so does San Antonio's egregious shooting, offering more rebound opportunities. But under 6.5 is a good number to get to here on Curry, where other books have it at 5.5. And if you guys are feeling a big blowout, I'll throw one more at you. You can do with it as you please. I haven't bet it yet. I bet all of these other ones in the chalkboard. You can see all of my bets. So when I lose, no need to say anything, right? I lost money too, right? So, I mean, talk shit all you want. It's cool with me. I put myself in this position. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm actually betting these. And you can see them all in the Chalkboard app every day. I screenshot every bet that I make. But if you are looking for something else and you're playing for a blowout, I don't think it's crazy to get under 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists on Jordan Poole. Again, I haven't bet it yet, but I saw that out there. Oftentimes in massive blowouts, in the event that this is one, the bench players tend to lose those minutes, lose more minutes than starters, because with starters, you're at least getting your full 3 quarters of play in. Whereas with bench players, if they come in with like 3 minutes left or 4 minutes left in the third quarter, they're not going to play, in a 30-point game all the way down to the 4-minute mark before coming out in the fourth. So worth thinking about. I haven't looked deep into those yet, but I figured I'd throw it at you anyway. But yeah, Steph Curry under 6.5 rebounds, -142 on FanDuel. Trae Young over 25.5 points, -120 on BetMGM, and Domantas Sabonis over 5.5 assists, -155 on DraftKings. Hey guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday, and let's win some money. Hopefully I'll see you in the Chalkboard app. Let's get up to 1K. Peace.